So hello friends, the other day I got extremely lucky because I did this really interesting finding. It is a Zeiss S-Planar 60mm f2.8 macro lens for the contact system. Fantastic lens, and then I was lucky to find it like half the price of the cheapest one I found on the internet. And then this is because this copy has fungus, but then, as you know me, we're going to get rid of this fungus here, and then if my luck follows, I hope that fungus hasn't damaged any of the coatings or the lenses, and then we will get a fantastic 60mm that we're going to use in the channel after to do some comparisons with the Nikon 60mm. I have the two versions. I've been wanting to do this comparison for a long time, and then now I have this opportunity, and then I have the feeling this lens is going to become one of my favorite lenses. So we'll start this assembly. I try to be as clear and as specific as possible so you avoid the pitfalls of this lens, which has a rather complex construction. So when I start investigating a lens I don't know, and then I don't have any information about it, first thing I try to do is to find the optical assembly, so to get an idea of what to look for. And then here, and this is a nice thing about Zeiss lenses, I found in the datasheet you get directly the optical assembly that you have here, and then you can see that the lens has actually two main blocks. Well, this is my hypothesis, and then this part in the middle is obviously the diaphragm, and then I think, as it is usual in every lens I have done so far, the fungus is like 99% of the time is in the region of the diaphragm. So this is our working hypothesis, and then we will try to reach the center of the lens, so to remove these two optical assemblies. So first thing, you have a ring here that we actually need to remove, but we're not going to do anything with it yet. Okay, so we got the ring out, and then here you will find 3 screws that you don't need to get loose, because these ones hold actually the whole optical assembly, and then if you remove it, all this part will lose, and then you will for sure lose the focusing and calibration. Anyway, we're going to manipulate the lens, so there is high probability that we will need to do a slight focusing adjustment, so this is why I removed this ring, but then until now I'm not going to touch anything here. So this is the first part, and then here you see that this cone here has a division, and then what we're going to do now is to remove okay, I think this one will do, is to get that part loose. Okay, I'll pick it up later, because we're interested in this now. And then this part here, you will have some trouble removing it, because even though it comes loose, okay, it got out. First time I tried, it didn't came out, because here you have some soft material that hold it in place. So we got it here, but then now I remember that I actually forgot some tooling, so I'm going to grab that. I got the tool I was missing. I got this new suction cup that I got from Japan. Works really nice. And then here, you remember, we just removed this part here, and then this part is actually blocking the optical assembly of the front. So once you have removed that part, so try to be really careful, because you will have the optical assembly here in the front, which is going to come out. Well, normally it should come out. Okay, so this repair is not going as expected. Okay, here you are, the first half of the optical assembly that I'm matching here to the optical recipe of the lens, and then here we can see the first part of the fungus. So this is half of the job which is done, because we have reached already part of the fungus. And then here on the back I picked this one also from the ground while I was picking my suction cup. And then here on the back we have access already the other part of the lens which has the fungus, but it is extremely small, so quite difficult to access and deeply recess into the lens, because as you can see I have all the way down here, so I have all this distance pretty much to reach that bottom part. So what we're going to do, so I think it will be the most intelligent thing to do, is to remove the back. And then here also there are some details just to pay attention to. So these contax lenses, and then Zeiss, I guess. So you get the first part here, which is the bayonet, which is just like a cosmetic element pretty much, because you will see you will see this bayonet here doesn't hold actually anything. The only role it plays is actually to be the bayonet. Otherwise, yeah, that's it. So I remove it by removing those 4 screws, and then here we need to remove this part here, and then to do so, we can remove this part here, with the lever. So just be careful, put it somewhere safe so you don't risk in breaking it. And then here, now we want to remove this element here, but before doing that we need to get this small spring here release. So it is a rather tricky operation to do. Now to do so, you will need a pair of really fine tip tweezers that I'm just getting right now. And then just let me get some magnifying glasses just for me, so I can reach it thin, and then probably you're seeing. Okay. Okay. I don't know what did you saw, because I was taking it out with a pair of fine tweezers. But then, now, once you have removed this, you need to come here, and then just, okay, this one should be fine enough. There is 3 holes here on the inside, and then here, even here you can see the screw which is behind. And then what we're going to do is to get to test those screws. So here you will need a magnetized screwdriver, otherwise you won't be able to remove those screws. And then putting them back again is going to be a rather painful thing. So we have 2, we have 3. Okay, this one should be easy to access because it's just in the edge, so it's not the one that you should worry about. And then here we have removed these 3 screws, and then we have still this one, the silver one, which we need also to remove, and then that makes part of that assembly. And then here we can remove this whole thing here, and then this is the barrel that gives the, how do you call that? Well, the aspect ratio of the lens. The magnification ratio of the lens. That was the word I was looking for. And then here we reach this element here, and then we want to remove this in here, this optical assembly. And then to do so, here you have first this thing, this part here, which is just glue there. You just need to force a bit. This is what I did when I was investigating how to disassemble the lens. So now it rotates freely, but then in your case it should be, well, it shouldn't move, so you just need to force to break the glue. And then once you have done that, you can just pull it down, and then here you can come and descrew this element. So, and then before that, you need to think probably in putting some isopropyl alcohol here on this ridge, on this seam here, just to get eventual traces of glue out. And then here you can see I am able to remove the optical assembly, the other half, and then with that we can start working on cleaning the lens. So that's for the disassembly. It seems easy, and then it is actually quite easy, but then the first time I did it, it took me something like 3 to 4 hours to figure out the whole procedure to reach and be able to remove these 2 elements here. So what I'm going to do now is to get the cleaning stuff, and then we meet for cleaning the lens. So hello friends, we are done with the disassembly. Now we can proceed to cleaning these lenses and then getting that fungus away. And then to do so, I will proceed the way I do usually. I will use first of all my lens cleaning solution, to which I made a video explaining how it is made. You can have the link to the video in the description, and then here in the corner, once we have that done, we can proceed to the standard cleaning, which is done using this lens cleaning fluid. And then we will do, as usual, all that with optical cleaning paper that I cut here, small pieces just to save paper, because the one I use is rather, well, it's not being made anymore actually. But then if you're interested in that, I left a link to some lens cleaning paper that you can still buy, and it works also. So let's start with the cleaning. So some people will usually cringe at this point, because what I'm going to do is just to drop a drop of my lens cleaning solution into the glass, and then I will rub with my finger and then I'll have to dry that rather quick. But then the advantage of the solution is that it gets the fungus out almost immediately, and then here we're looking good. So at least I don't have no more fungus. Here on the second lens, same thing. Fungus seems to be gone. Have some still here. Okay, yes, fungus is gone, which is the good news. It doesn't appear to have left traces, and then I have actually, okay, we will actually need to further open this element here, because there's still some fungus inside. So let's put it aside. Let's finish with this one. Which seems to be okay, and then it doesn't seem to have further fungus, which is already on the good side. So we get a piece of optical cleaning paper, we get our lens cleaning fluid, put it everywhere, and install thing here, and then I think my lens pen is going to be just the right size to come and clean here. Okay, so this lens appears to be clean. No traces done with the fungus. This is the good part. And then here on this one, the other one. So the exterior seems good now, but then yes, there is some fungus also on the inside, so we need to proceed to open this. Okay, good thing came out. Okay, how this thing goes. Okay, good. And then here. Okay, this one on the inside doesn't appear to have any fungus at all, so I will put it upside, pointing the upside actually, so I don't get dust inside. And then here again we repeat the operation with the lens cleaning, the fungus cleaning solution. Here rub nicely. Okay, we'll rub here as well. Now that we have the full clearance, and then here as a first step we try the fungus cleaning solution. Then here, okay, good thing fungus didn't affect the coatings, so very good news. And then here what we need to do now is just to proceed with the cleaning of this lens, the interior. With my fingers. Okay, so this repair, as you will see, we're doing a lot of improvisation because I was expecting the fungus just on the exterior, and then that's the easiest repair, but then here we got it on the inside, which is not a big deal, we can do it. And then here we seem to be alright, so now we just need to reassemble this element here. We'll finish the cleaning of this part now. Let's get a new sheet of paper. Okay, and then now and then we got the interior parts clean, and then this is what we want. So I'm just going to finish unscrewing this, and then we meet for the reassembly of the lens. So here I am, we're done with the cleaning. I'm extremely happy. The fungus is gone, it didn't leave any traces, so this is a win situation. Now we're going to reassemble the lens. We need to be extremely careful not to damage anything. So first thing I do, I take this back optical block, then I put this ring here that we broke the glue before, so we'll need to put some glue after. Well, I'm not going to, I'm just going to keep it like that, and then here we screw it into the body of the lens. Okay, here I need to put this thin down a bit, so here I can tighten a bit, and then if you notice when I tight, I got this element here that move, so I change a bit the focusing of the lens, so we'll need to do a focus adjustment at the end. Okay, so we have this element here that is done. Now we need to put this barrel here, and then here, if I remember correctly, this is the right position. I need to pay attention here to this lever here, and then we'll need to look for the holes that need to match, obviously, so we can screw the assembly. So first thing I will do, I will put the silver screw just to block the thing, and then here I just noticed something that I forgot to tell you before. You see here this small ball, it actually fell from here, and then this is to do the clicking sound. I forgot, I didn't pay attention before to it, so be careful with it. Don't do as I did. Good thing it got stick into the screwdriver, and then here we need to go again through the pain of putting this thing here in position. Which is sort of a painful job. Just be patient while I do it. Be patient with yourself. This is one of the most critical operations when working on this lens. Okay, here we are, and then here I think I need to put the lever here, and then here, as I told you before, pay attention to here, to the small ball that goes there. good. Something here is not working as it should. Probably here. No. Okay, here. Okay, here. Here we had this thing here which was blocking. Now it's okay. So what I did to correct it, I just got this thing a bit loose, so I am able to move the lever again, and then here I screw all over, and then now it should work properly. So we're near there, at least on the back. So remember, you need a magnetized screwdriver so you can hold the screw and go through these holes here for the reassembly. And here, last screw. And then here we're pretty much done. We put the bayonet, which only does the role of a bayonet, as I explained to you before. Okay, so we're done with the back. Where is the cap? So here, and then we go to the front of the lens. So first thing we should do is to pick the lens, then we put it in, let go, then put this small ring here, spacer ring, we insert this element here, and then a bit of a tricky part. We just need that the threads match, so we can screw this part here. I think I am well aligned. I just need to tighten further. Okay, here I reach the end. So I am done. So I move the focusing a bit. I cannot do it immediately because I usually do it with the mountains which are behind my house, but then it is the night, so I don't see the mountains. But then I explain to you what you have to do just to make sure the infinity focusing is done with this lens. It is rather simple actually. So you see I am moving this ring here, and then I actually have to go the other way around. So here I put myself around infinity, and then here I get these 3 screws that I told you about in the beginning loose, and then I take a target far away like the mountains I was telling you about, and then I am able to rotate this ring So I will get my infinity focus right, and then by playing with the position of the both of this element here and then this one here that I can rotate, I can adjust the focusing at infinity, and that would be all. So let's assume we did that, and then just to finish this beautiful lens, we come and then we screw the last part, and then here you go, a beautiful size 60mm f2.8 macro S-Planar that we just repair and then remove fungus from it. So this is all I wanted to show you today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.